Today we are going to learn how to make meat samosas and peas samosas. We are all going to learn. It's just a step-by-step thing, and yes, we can make good samosas. Okay, what do we have to start with when we are making our samosas? First, we have to put our dough or flour, put our flour in a clean pot. Put a little salt in it. You can see the salt depending on what amount of flour you have. Add a minimal amount of water depending on the flour you are using, the quality and the type and how much it is. So after, you should try and mix the flour with the water. Continue mixing it. Those that have a mixer, electrical mixer, you can use it. Those that don't have it, you can still use your hands. Simply wash your hands clean and start mixing the flour to make a hard dough. So let's mix our flour, mixing the flour until it's good to go. Continue mixing it. Add water where necessary, but don't put too much water. After, if you have a board, like a cutting board, clean it and put it there. If you don't have, simply clean a place or a space that is free for you and use it. Put a little flour by the top so that the dough does not stick down for you. Continue mixing and mixing until it's not sticking anymore, until you feel your hands are not having any more sticks. You can try and test it, chew it, see the salt, but majorly try and see that it cannot stick on your hands. Then simply get pieces and start rolling. Roll and roll. Since it's samosa, you're supposed to have a very thin layer, so continue rolling until it's really very thin. For those who cannot do a proper circle, you can do as we have done here. Just make it thin, as big as possible, and then cut out a circular thin layer. So hold it, have your pan by the fire, have it so hot, and put it. We are simply just heating it a little bit and removing it just to keep it not sticking. So guys, we have done this for the all of the dough. What do we have next? We have to keep our meat boiling as we are cutting our dough into pieces that we are going to use to make samosa. Simply cut it in the middle. If you want big samosas, leave it at that. If you want smaller sizes, then cut it again, so you'll have 4 pieces. You have to mix a little dough that you're going to use to glue up the pieces of chapati you've used, the pieces of paper you're using. So you simply fold it in a very beautiful shape, and then put a very little or small mixer of the dough you've got. It's sticking, so if you put very little water to keep it like thick so that it can stick, right? So you put that. Meanwhile, you cut your tomatoes, onions, green pepper, and everything. Be as if you're going to mix or boil something, and then just add it to the minced meat. Your meat should be already minced. You can decide to blend it first or buy the already minced meat. Mix everything. Meanwhile, put a cooking oil by the pot and do whatever you are seeing here. Put the pieces of meat in the samosas and close respectively. Do as many as you could depending on the number of people you're going to serve. Meanwhile, as our cooking oil is ready, dip them and wait. You should be present and keep turning them, since the oil is much somehow too hot, it might burn, so you should be present. Since you've already boiled the samosas, the minced meat, it won't take that much long time, so just be there and remove them as soon as possible when you see they are ready. repeat the procedure for the peas. Let me show you how it looks inside. You see guys, it's very tasty. So repeat the same thing for the peas. Do your mixtures, tomato, sorry, not tomato, onions, green pepper, everything, mix it, boil it, mix it in the peas. Do the peppers as well. We are still using the same mixed pepper. Then you can eat and enjoy your samosas. Thank you. Like, subscribe and share. Love you guys.